We can rock Welcome to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant. We are broadcasting you from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. And welcome to the Esports Tower Valorant Rumble. Tonight we wrap up our Week 3 Valorant Rumble. The Surge come in tonight holding a 1-0 lead in our grand finals. Can they close out the Infernos, or will the Infernos win their second championship of the spring season? I'm your host, Brandon Redhouse Kozianczyk, and joining me to call the action is none other than Greg Old Soul Smith. And Greg, we saw the 1-0 last week, which I think was a pretty close game overall there, but I think with the overall kind of 2 games remaining here, what do you think your mentality is if you're the team down 1-0?
If you're the team down 1-0, I mean, it's nice to already have that game under your belt where you know kind of what to expect and you know what to expect over like the dynamic of the entire game. So just use that to your ability. I think this is, this is just another game. Go for it. Approach it a little differently than last time. Make the changes, but that's really all you can do.
Yeah, and I think overall, I think when you go down 1-0, it's like, sometimes you're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
A lot of the time, I think a lot of people don't let it get to them too much. I think it's like a best of 3 for a reason. You losing that first game isn't that big of a deal. So I think the biggest thing is just kind of playing as much as you could if you've practiced and stuff like that, of course. So if we take a look at the rules here, it is a 5v5, of course. That's what Valorant is. And then it's a best of 3 actually today. And of course, coin flip. The winner actually picks the maps and the loser just picks the side, which kind of makes it pretty nice in terms of like, okay, well, we didn't pick the map we wanted, but we want to defend. We're better at defending on this map, and we want to defend on the map. That can actually make a big difference. Because sometimes people want to attack first, kind of get that momentum going, and sometimes like, okay, well, we want defense because we're really good at defensive side, and if we can kind of get that big lead defensively, we can use that on the offensive side.
Yeah,
so
we talk a lot about momentum and what you need to keep it going.
Of course, then we can look at the bracket and how we got here. The Surge had a bye this week, but they did take on the Quakes in the semifinals and did take them down. As well, the Infernos had a really close game. I think it's the Spiders there in that semifinals. It was the rematch of last week. The Infernos did take them down there. So now it is Surge Infernos, of course. And of course, Doc's keys to the game, which in Valorant want to flank efficiently, spend and peek wisely, diminish their econ and loot, and dominate those angles. This is presented today by Esports Tower. Scroll pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And now we get to the game 2 here, which is Split. Split has been played a lot, honestly, recently. We've actually cast a lot of games on Split comparatively to the winter season that we had, which wasn't really seen at all. But Split has been pretty picked often now, so I think these teams are pretty comfortable here. I think the biggest thing that, is the big variable in Split here is the mid control. I think usually teams that can kind of consistently get that mid pressure or at least get through mid, it allows them to get on the sides of A and B, and it also allows them to rush at least like A or B, because if you just kind of try to rush every round, you're not going to get that much because it can stack, right?
Definitely so. And I think that mid-control is why we see Sage so much.
Yeah.
Why we see like solid initiators really being queued every single time. I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how our defending side here decides to pull this out. It's looking a little bit strange to me. I think, honestly, Brim is kind of underutilized in this map just because those sky smokes are so helpful. They can reach so far. When you're pushing B, you can really smoke the place out and still go for a nice split push through mid. Giving yourself that variability in the mid control that we're talking about.
Yeah, I also have seen a big variety of initiators in this map. Obviously, Sova is a no-no in this map. No one plays Sova in this map.
It's true.
But I think overall you've seen like KO, we've seen Sky, we've seen Breach. So we've seen it all in terms of like on this map, and I think it's kind of cool that you can kind of go with that comfort in terms of, okay, well, I'm a better Sky player, or we kind of want that Sky utility, or we're better with the KO utility. So I kind of like all the different variances of it. So
yeah, it's nice, and I think these balance patches are coming on pretty strong too.
Yep.
Give people those options. Obviously, there's big no-no picks like we're saying, and there's big must picks. But overall, I'm glad to see this map kind of resurface.
Yeah, I do too. I actually
just nostalgia behind this map, seeing Heretics play on it the first time, and all the old games and old strats are still in effect because they haven't restructured the face of very much of this map actually.
Yeah, so the only thing they really changed was the mid option, and they changed the spawn points of defense on mid.
Yep, and the hallway on B.
Oh, they did that. That was a newer change. That little box there. They changed that. But we're going to hop right into Game 2 of the Grand Finals on Split. Can the Infernos extend the series, or will the Surge sweep them in the Grand Finals? We will find out.
It is not
kind of an A push here from...
Not too strong, but they definitely poked it, considered it looked like they might be going for a repoke. They might go down sewers. Seeing a little bit of a split here. It looks like it was defended pretty well by Selexic, repositioning, kind of spraying through the smoke really threateningly. So... yeah, it looks like they've pretty well abandoned it, but they're keeping a flank guard down, which I do like. Once you've kind of opened up an avenue and you run away, you don't want them to know, oh, backs are turned. So
Yeah, and the biggest thing that we're seeing here from the defense of the Infernos is doing a great job of kind of playing discipline and not over-rotating. You really don't want to get baited by just kind of moving everyone around here, especially that if you get that mid-control up, they can get you from 2 different spots now.
And look at this. It's a total reset. Infernos are respecting Surge and going all the way back to a full set. They're not chasing him down. They didn't all switch to B. They know that they could be anywhere, and that's the way the Surge is playing.
And SC1 got a pick on Select. He was a huge entry frag last week in that first game, so you could see big things coming out of him on the attack here.
30 seconds left.
Gonna bring the alarm back as well.
Yep, a good rotate to A side.
They did get bombed down here. Flash.
Yeah, they do, with quite a few bodies. Oh my goodness, the 3. Zushi with a quick one does get a lot of help from Killjoy. That defense is coming on strong. Spike has been down for a while, though, so the pressure is on.
Poison's off.
Very kind of cornered here. If he does this right, though, could take a free one. Oh, moves and goes back and takes them both.
Yeah, Barry had a great play there. Really good discipline, too. But, you know, always kind of gets scary the longer you wait, the longer you wait, the longer you wait. But that is a payoff right there. Well, he waited just long enough, gets that first one, goes the second one, and does a great job getting that double kill.
Yeah, it's interesting that discipline lies between greed and greed.
It really is. Like, you know, and it's so, that plays so hindsight, too, because, like, a lot of the times, it's like, if you die there, it's like, oh, well, you should have killed him.
Right.
But then right there, it's like, well, you waited, so you got 2 kills there. So I think that, like, that's one of the plays where there's no, like, cookie cutter what you should have done.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, it revolves around how they react, right?
Yeah.
So.
And you have to consider, too, that they aren't getting any information. Like,
yeah,
we can see the shadows, but they can't, and the other people are walking. So him trying to multitask these angles, it really is, like you're saying, kind of up to the play style of the other people. When you're caught in a corner, you can't set the pace.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But he responded well, took them both out, brought himself up to a 3K. We got 2 3Ks that round, and it went to Surge. So
knife out.
And wow, they're pushing Mo all the way back. Mo coming
So
back
SC1 definitely plays really aggressive on this KO.
Definitely so. Yeah, we talked
so she
about
gets one at least.
Ooh. And it is a quick spike on site. SC1 going back to protect.
Good grenade.
Indeed, yeah, totally shuts down this angle for Selexic.
Now he holds that corner. They have 2 classics left. They did get one, which, you know, it does do something at the very least.
Looks like SC1's going to play against Selexic up in the top. Maybe not, backs off. Tries to go the way of Hidden, but they've been blocked off as well by this Poison Cloud. Surge is coming on strong right now. Can't really push into that. It was a really good defensive smoke. Ooh,
a lot of verticality coming here from the Surge as well. There's just so many angles to peek that they're just ready for all of them.
No, good map understanding. They're definitely comfortable on this map.
And the one thing, they didn't do this here, though, and I actually think that the Spectres are probably better on this map overall buying when you're attacking. But one thing I've really liked is when people win that first round, people have been opting for those Bulldogs. And I think it's honestly a really good choice because it's like, okay, A, you get that Bulldog, so you still have that gun that you have degrees. But if you do win that round, your bonus is actually a lot better. You can kind of hold those long angles with that Bulldog right click. You know, it's still a pretty powerful weapon, and this is one of those things that I do have, like, I've liked seeing, you know?
Yeah.
So they didn't do it there. I think it's obviously still situational on certain maps. Like certain maps it's better on, like Breeze, for example, probably a better map to do that on.
Definitely.
But I think it's just kind of a cool option to have where it's kind of like, okay, well, if we do win this, you know, that Bulldog is going to be pretty useful there.
That's true, yeah. Keeping the mindset of playing a long-term game.
Yeah.
All right, another A-side setup.
Yep. We'll see the Marshall here from Barry.
Apparently they didn't like that response. Barry is going back for a nice lineup. Considers it maybe.
SC1, you know, just been pushing that mid. But if you look at here, the Infernos are getting pretty aggressive. They have 2 going through market here.
See, but if SC1 can tear through that mid like he is now, it doesn't matter.
And now he's going to realize, okay, he didn't push through. If he would have pushed through, he probably would have realized that, hey, there's no one else there.
Ooh, SC1 with the beautiful 2K right there. Just single hands and brings him to a 3.
Hey, gets that 1-on-1.
That changes the win con. All of a sudden, taking B site was kind of for nut. So they're gonna have to get in.
So it's very even here. Both members are 1 shot each, and then they have the full HP on the other side of them. So kind of goes.
We've cleared out B site.
Yep.
You know there's people on A. Would you grab Spike and sprint 40 seconds? Do you think you can make it?
It really depends. The longer they wait here, it's going to be kind of scary there because if they do kind of have that one-person B, they can stop you and kind of win that round here. So I think with how long they're taking, they don't have an option to do that.
Yeah, I don't think they knew how safe they were there.
And they might try anyways, though.
Ooh.
The thing is, they don't have that much time. They got to get running.
That is rough. I think they're not considering
Oh, they were trying to fake here.
Ropes, but
the thing is, the Surge doesn't budge because they don't have to.
No way.
If you go plan B, they just play retake. It's fine.
no, yeah, Inferno's. We're playing on Inferno's clock right now. They do not have to move.
Okay,
Ooh,
still
it's a
haven't.
loud run in.
Oh,
Last player standing.
yep. I'll say honestly, great job by Infernos there. Just the best thing they can do there is sit there.
Yes.
Because at the very least, if they go to B, they go and plant. Hey, okay, now we know they're planted B. Let's run together.
Yes.
Let's play retake together.
Yep, and they froze as soon as that spike was down.
Yeah.
Because boom, you're playing on Inferno's clock. They've got to go in. They've got to meticulously check every angle. They've got to get it out, decide where they go, if
Exactly.
they want to fake or not. It overcomplicated the game for the Surge.
Exactly.
Infernos play that well.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think
the Surge may have squeezed their way out if, when they were taking that site with those two people, they had watched two different angles.
Yeah.
But they were kind of all like head in and kind of got peeked in the back.
I'll
there.
say Surge had a good try there. Oh, great pick by SC1. Once again, I think he has every first blood of this game.
Oh, Sushi with a bad self-flash.
Because he's
Just trying to
silenced.
get
He
it
got
off so
silenced.
quick. Yeah.
Yeah. Here comes SC1 really quick. Oh, does get him down though.
A good spot. Zushi might actually take one out.
Oh,
of this.
Viper Spit coming as well.
Spike planted.
Oh, and he gets the res. Great cross set up there.
Ooh.
Gets one.
Player standing.
Hidden doing well.
Oh,
Takes one
great
for the smoke.
spray through.
A pop flash in Valorant, and people have been saying that for a long time.
I'll say the biggest thing I do remember is when KO did come out, it was like, oh my gosh, that's a CS flash.
Yes, it really is.
So,
yeah. Yep,
Definitely people like that, and I'm a big fan of that flash as well. It's so nice because you can have that right-click pop flash for yourself, or you can have that left-click, which goes really far, by the way. You can flash over, you can flash under, lower. Like, it's a really great flash.
I feel like, yeah. It's not used up in a very lineup-y sense, though.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we'll start to see as things go off, we've already seen it in Pro Play a little bit, but more lineups for the silence of KO to kind of get the spots where you can't shoot it, and then you can have those really annoying spots because it can go from the top of buildings too as well. So
yeah, because lineups have really been fleshed out for the Skycam and or the Spycam and the Recon darts, but I feel like the knife, it's kind of like haphazardly thrown. Admittedly, it is hard to shoot.
yeah,
It's small and it's quick.
here we go. They're kind of posturing towards this back of site here. They do have the Killjoy like available for that B site if they do kind of, I guess, take it. I think that's why they're playing Heaven more so.
Yeah, and
But the thing is, they're kind of stacking that 3 on the side of A there. Mo just kind of holding it, jump peeks it, of course, making sure he's not actually going to be the one out there.
yeah, Mo saw that wolf go through, so we know what their posture is.
There's the KO knife, finds nothing. They know that at least that's clear.
Yep, they can move in pretty strong, but
Lexic is holding kind of a
ready
really
to go.
wide angle right now.
it's really is an off
30
angle. He
seconds
kind of has no cover.
Yeah, I
Right,
think,
so
okay, yeah, I was getting a little too much of like, okay, this is too long. We got to back up a little bit.
Ooh.
Ooh, hitting great pick on there. That's what they needed.
Beautiful lineup there. They decide to rush it, and ooh,
A lot of damage down there, though.
Definitely so.
Barry is literally 1 HP.
Ooh.
Zushi is actually 1 HP.
Yep.
Barry going to go down there. Great job, Infernos. It seems like, the Surge are definitely not comfortable with kind of pushing that B site without that KO ult. They've kind of cleared that mid now, and they just kind of have chosen to try to go A instead there. Maybe there's like, they think something's, set up there, or...
No, A is
It could be the
definitely a
Killjoy.
choice.
They know Killjoy's playing B, so maybe that's why they're like, okay, let's not go B because of Killjoy.
Yeah,
so
you're kind of playing against
Yeah.
a character and a half when Killjoy is really set up on B, which used to be the case with Cypher.
I think Cypher still has a place. I just think the biggest thing is he takes a lot more effort in terms of learning his one-ways, his, camera lineups and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah. And the problem is the meta is so tight. Wow, a pretty quick push from B. I thought there'd be
Oh, does back up. Doesn't trust his teammate.
Keep trying to push in. Man, he has got so many people on his tail there, though. They know that he is pushing in strong.
Good shoot through there.
Bloods. Send in the wolf after him.
Does miss him. I don't think it saw him either.
Yeah, a lot of times that's the last ditch.
Oh.
Ooh. SC1 just looking to clear this base. Get some
A
decent
lot of
damage.
damage.
Definitely so. She will not.
Oh, good nade too.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jet's really.
Might not
I'll
check
say
the
she's
cycle,
committing
yeah.
hard to bait that, and if you commit a little too much, it gets a little scary there because I think they could have just traded 1 for 1. Happens.
Never
Oh.
mind, kind of reset.
Tom Bugos gets a pick right away, makes so he gets that KJ ult, which makes me on site here. Oh, they didn't clear anything though. They just put it down and think that everyone's just gonna wipe away.
Down B.
I've seen that happen a little too often with KJ
Yep.
ults.
Pushing too hard on a KJ ult.
Oh. And yeah, I mean, that's just so close. You're having come down to a 1v1. I mean, when you put that KJ ult down, you just got to wait a little bit.
Yeah, give it a little sec.
I mean, it's in garage. They have to push all the way through the garage. They don't have anything to clear it. They don't have the Sova. They don't have the breach plume. So it's like, you just got to wait a little bit. And I've seen it happen so much where it's like, I put my KJ ult down. You have to leave right now. And it's like, oh, you're still here. Oh, there's still 6 seconds for you to leave. Like, yeah,
Right.
So
It's not, especially when there's space in the back.
Yeah.
They can all kind of rush to corner and then like
Exactly.
quadruple hold.
And so, hey, they still won the round at the very end of the day, but at least I think they learned from
They
it.
did.
They're probably like, okay,
Definitely
maybe
so.
we should wait for that.
That was a little tight there. Ooh. Oh, the aggression on SC1 is huge. Taking out that first blood, and there's no follow-up. Selects
You're crazy for that one. He's a frenzy there, just kind of holding that angle.
That was a deep one to hold, so gets right out of there. Looks like the whole site then just goes to Brim. So like just going to try to follow up, but they're definitely going to want to keep her in the back for a little bit until she can get a good dismiss.
And Surge have been kind of caught up in this position a lot here. They kind of start looking for to A, but they get kind of caught up in this ramp area and just kind of sit there in main. They have a huge flank here coming from the Infernos, which they got to be careful about as well. I don't think they have anything that can kind of hold their flank from the Surge, and let's put an alarm bot behind them. Which it looks like I think they did actually. Yeah, to the right. Yep. They do now know that the Sky is behind.
Yeah, Barry's ready for that. Got to take the 1v1. Eyes back open. Both those flashes were kind of spent.
Yeah. Didn't have the dog available either, so.
Ooh.
Oh, they line up for him, yeah.
A beautiful 2. Ready for that next one, just holding.
Barry really wants to peek this.
Really
he wants
does.
He wants his eco frags. He wants his eco frags. You gotta get your eco frags in. You're not getting to the top of that scoreboard without your eco frags.
Definitely not.
And Barry got 3 of those.
Yeah. And I mean, a 2K is kind of a waste. You got to go for 3.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on.
You don't even get the little Roman numerals.
And good timeout here. I think once again, I think Valorant timeouts are very important.
Yep.
That 1 minute allows you to really kind of convey your thoughts, get your thoughts together, reset things. You can obviously stop momentum from the enemy team too. Like I mean, sitting there for a minute full, and then also the pre-round and stuff. It's a long time. It's like a minute and a half. What it kind of concludes to. So I think good timeout here. It's probably just okay. Well, we are getting picks on the attack here. Okay, well, like, what are we doing wrong, though? What are we trying to do and what are we not doing? I think the biggest thing is SC1 was getting mid-control almost every round there, but they weren't really playing off of it. He would get mid-control, he'd go to B Heaven, and then he'd be like, oh, well, they could be here, so I'm leaving way.
Yeah.
Or his team's kind of posturing towards A, so he's like, okay, well, let's not go B. And I think that's kind of hurting them. I think right now, if you've kind of looked at their stats and stuff, B side has been their strongest site.
Yeah.
With that KO, they got through. With their mid pushes, they're getting through. And I think when you're getting constant picks mid, I think you should just be able to just go through that every time.
Yeah, I definitely see them kind of avoiding the rinse and repeat when they could be just pushing mid or pushing B with that assistance from mid.
Yeah.
Instead, they want to keep going A, and I don't know if that's because against most teams they're more comfortable on A, but they kind of get hooked up there on the ramp. It seems like they come on strong and they check the first couple angles, but then they don't know how to continue.
Yeah. I mean, because they got kind of stuck in that site there. If you look like last round, they got A main and then ramp. They just kind of were sitting there. They couldn't really get out anywhere, so it couldn't help them as well. And this time, it looks like they were kind of reading them. They have 3B on this time. They're double peeking that as well. I really like that double peek angle, though, coming from the defense. Playing aggressive, but it's like calculated aggression.
Yeah.
And like I said, SC1 is kind of picking that mid, and just like he's been doing, he gets another pick, pops it ult, gets taken down, and they're gonna pick him right back up.
A nice delay.
Oh, does get one.
Yes, wow, Mo moving in strong. A bad time to reload though, but comes back fast enough to take it.
Mo made a huge play there.
Oh yeah.
As well as the Reyna as well. I think it's Lexic. They both played that really well. It doesn't happen if they don't play 2 of them.
Oh, that's a great angle. A flawless angle.
Man, on top of the Sage walls really gets you sometimes because you're just really not ready for it.
It's the most awkward off angle.
Ooh, great
Good
silence.
night.
Couldn't shoot it. Yeah, you can shoot through that. Yep. Oh, so close.
Ugh. Keep holding.
Yeah, great job from Surge. Just get the sight. And that's what I'm talking about. They can get mid. It truly seems like Surge can get mid whenever they want. They can snap their fingers and then they're mid.
They can, and here's the thing. The beautiful thing about mid is that it diverts the attention on Heaven 2 ways. All of a sudden, instead of being nice and strong watching that doorway from another angle, you kind of have to turn around and watch mid, whether or not they're actually pushing.
Exactly,
Just
yeah.
have KO, like, make a flash, make some noise, a nice boombot go through. Sometimes we see...
Yeah, no raise this game either, which is interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, I
We
kind
see
of like
two
it.
Jets. I mean, I will say, I do think if you're more comfortable with Jet, it's way better to play just
Right.
more comfort than if you have no idea what you're doing in Raze. So I'm kind of fine with
Ooh,
it.
Look at this defensive push on the mid. They've taken a few.
Ooh.
Tobugos can't even stand. Sluxic with an early 3K. And there's two walking right in on A just because of how empty it is. So much push into B.
He has ult. I don't know if he wants to commit an ult here, though.
Ooh, speaking
And
of
you think he will?
ult,
Oh, no, he won't.
Surge absolutely setting up this fight because they
Oh.
have everyone as a B.
Oh.
That is a rough one.
Oh, he actually gets
right
out.
out of the decay. Ooh.
Now the Viper has to go outside of the pit to really get to him.
It's going to be an uphill battle. They're going to have to ace clutch post-plant,
Yep.
and it's not going to happen.
That is crazy that, he just walked through that.
Right through.
I mean, I think that you would... I mean, Sage was right next to him, so I think, maybe you'd kind of peek out at him. He's in front of him, too,
yes.
but maybe he thought that, there's multiple people coming at the same time, but, like, you got to trade at least, I think, one there, the very least. Because now he goes through, and you have too many angles to hold. Yeah.
If you consider, 5-to-1 value, that Brim, he was so much more valuable getting space than getting kills.
Oh,
or
absolutely,
staying alive.
yeah.
So he just like full rush. And
I'll
you
say.
have to respect that as the Viper.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you go into that, into your cloud
Yeah.
there, then they're all around you.
Yeah.
You're totally surrounded. So leaving that was a rough one.
Yeah, I would say, like, once the Viper split kind of goes down,
Yeah.
you're sitting there, and the biggest thing, though, is when you have to look two different angles, he's behind you, and you have to peek to get to the bomb there. It's a little awkward there.
Yeah, you kind of left the high ground.
But still, 3-6, that was a great defensive round from the Infernos. They're playing really aggressive, and I kind of like that, of
Yes,
switching it up and kind of
definitely so.
taking that mid-control.
And it's what got him a flawless.
Yeah, Silence going out doesn't find anyone, though. Mo is ready, though. The biggest thing that Mo has to be careful about is he wants to activate his trips or his mollies before they shoot him. Like that. He's close.
A good one.
Sees his gun.
No.
Oh, wow.
Lucky.
Just a lot of, I'll say back and forth there was kind of just like, okay, whoever kind of eventually hits that shot's going to win that one.
Sage Duelist
Here-
gets it down. A defensive Killjoy. Again, now they've got to be careful.
Oh,
they're
great.
wasting their time, but
Yeah.
goodness.
Good kind of
Yeah.
spam angle.
Sage definitely knows the holds there. Oh,
Let's say,
that was a panic spray.
played it a little long there because I think he'd start respecting the Killjoy ult.
Yep.
And a great retake. I think Inferno's had a great idea there. Tombogo's held. Got his alarm bot off. Got his mollies off. Okay, now I'm going to back up. Or sorry, not Tombogo's. It was the defender Killjoy.
Yeah. The
But great job just kind of letting him go and saying, okay, hey, we're going to play a retake with my ult.
Right.
And I think that takes a lot of... It's a pretty smart play. I mean, sometimes it's when you're in the moment and it's getting all fast. I mean, Valorant's a pretty fast-paced game sometimes. To be like, hey, we'll play retake on B. Like, I'm going to back up. We'll play retake. I'm going to wait for the Killjoy ult. And they did wait for the Killjoy ult this time, and then they took advantage of that. So great job. And Inferno's really kind of turning around on this defense here in the last, like, I guess, second half of the first half. Which is as weird as that sounds. Yes. Yeah, we could say second quarter. We could say it's a four-quarter game.
They're holding A nice and solid.
Yes, they holding that molly.
Yeah, no, Brim has been kind of single-handedly running A while we have Selexic watching mid backup here. Speaking of mid, yeah, an aggressive clearing onto mid. They're still just watching B to make sure we don't get any kind of fancy rotation. We know that Jet loves that kind of cheat angle.
Does have the orbital strike available, so you can kind of play for that either post plant, try to get someone in the corner there. If they try to go B, they can kind of clear out that corner there.
How do you feel about early orbital strike?
Oh.
Ooh, doesn't go for the cheat.
I don't think it's good.
Oh, went a little too far.
Yeah.
Was outside the cloudburst. Took some damage.
And great kind of cheese there. Great angle.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't get too greedy. Took the first one and sprinted out.
I think the problem with orbital strikes at the beginning is you have to play around it. You need to be like a Sage slow into an orbital strike so you can kind of get that guaranteed one.
Yep, kind of wall back, setting a nice flank and then dropping.
Yeah, because it's a huge retake tool.
Definitely is.
Oh, flash. Great flash. Oh, great orbital strike, though. They do split up, though. I don't think anyone else is on site to really know that. Dilly gets one.
Yeah, I mean, the orbital strike is like a high-speed lockdown.
Yeah. And that's what's kind of good about it, too, is if you do it correctly, you can split people up with it, too, just like that. So, and, of course, one just goes long here, and then the others just kind of go back to mid here, and next thing you know, they're split. So And, you know, the Infernos are ready for it. They have everyone on site ready to go, so.
And that was more utility synergy right there.
Yeah.
Where the flash came out as well, and then the Jet was behind, ready.
Yeah.
They were just, that was ready out to like 3 levels. You know, that was definitely a play.
Yeah.
That wasn't just, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah, because it was a
strike
flash into the ult right away.
with a chase.
Yeah.
And then they were pinched. That was like a split and pinch one side, a flash if they go short, and someone deep if they go long.
I do love just when utility is thought out and used in sync with other members. Oh, he's get the dash, and he's playing for the dash angle. Yep, good try there. If he'd have silenced him, I think first, it'd have been huge. Oh, he has. Oh, be careful with this timing here. Oh, great flash. Does flash himself though. Oh, and the shorty. Always gonna have that shorty available.
Yeah, that really helps when the lights go back on. It just saves you a lot of flick time. So much jumping from
Killjoy ult. And then
there.
look at, they actually did. They're doing it different than last time. They're waiting and they're actually playing until the Killjoy ult goes off now. They learned from last time that hey, we gotta wait from that.
Got it detained, so 10Z is gonna go try to hunt that out. Unfortunately, that wall comes up. So
Trying
the
to hold these
attacking
angles.
side, yep, really owns the spot here.
Ooh,
Seekers
great
come out.
Seekers and a flash gets just absolutely CC'd here.
Yeah, that flash.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness. That was just either beautiful placement or wonderful luck by 10Z.
That was a great first shot though.
It was.
But unfortunately, well, and I do want to say the Infernos got some mental fortitude here. I mean, they were getting kind of, you know, thrown around there. In the, you know, like I think it was like 6-2, 6-1.
Yeah.
And now it's 5. I mean, now it's 6-6 the half. So
Yeah, bringing it to a fair half.
yeah, and a great job. Kind of after that timeout, things changed a little bit. I think they did a great job of playing aggressive within their limits. They had that mid push. They had that kind of that B, you know, double peek. Even though it didn't get anything off that, just like that stuff like that. The you know, the retake for the Killjoy ult. So overall, great job. I like to see things like that, and you know, keep Butcher is really hard, especially when you're down, you know, 1-0. So great job there.
Definitely appreciating the more sophisticated tactics. Now, and I know we talked about this before, the even half is usually not a fair half. Whoever's more comfortable on this placement now is fighting, you know, is fighting more in the easy.
It could be because, you know, when you choose a side, maybe you know you are weaker on defense. So maybe you want to defend first. So you know, things like that. There's a lot of variables, I think. So it really comes down to, you know, how much you're feeling it and stuff like that. Oh, great slow.
They started to hard push this slow, but
does see the dog.
with the follow up.
Oh, actually gets him. Oh,
yeah.
Sage's Duelist getting a little too far up there. It doesn't have, you know, slow can get back and get a better angle there, but unfortunately does not. Now the Infernos are really overtaking B still. Great job by still setting someone garage as well to clear that out. They know that someone's at least heaven now. And just doing a great job of kind of taking over site here. They still have someone mid as well.
Spike planted.
They definitely do.
And
Looks
now
like
he's
they're
just
gonna wrap
leaving.
back around.
Great
Yeah.
job. Yeah, gets his one.
Pack back
and just
together.
pieces out of there.
Get your one.
And gotta get your one.
Jet's on the...
Oh, that was right click, yep.
Jet is definitely on the walk, though. Is going to start moving in, and Tombogo is holding this back angle. They kind of have all 3 doors being looked into, so this retake is going to be very floody. It's going to be, you know, all one or the other. Barry makes the first move and is backed up by...
Oh.
Last
Ooh.
player standing.
Good smoke. Unfortunately, it's shot through, though. Delete. Crazy with that frenzy. Cleans it up with the 3K.
Yeah, and just a really pretty clean offensive there. I mean, they did get that Sage wall and slow, which was kind of spooky there at first. But, you know, Sage's Duelist got a little too aggressive there. You know, slowed and kind of tried to hold that angle. The dog came out. They swung with the dog as well as getting concussed. And, you know, they just nothing you can do about that.
Yeah,
you got to back up there.
Just good play by the other team, and we could see it when that first slow up came out that they're like, all right, let's push
Yeah.
it, and they jump into it. And then that second one, I don't know if they were ready for that one, and decided still just to play through
Yeah.
it. And I think that aggression and that overwhelming is really what...
I say, I think they did a good job of punishing them as well. I mean,
Definitely.
you know, kind of, you know, a mistake maybe. Oh, he was ready for that one.
Great lineup. Almost a corner ping there of a lineup. Takes a well-timed shot. Absolutely clearing this mid. Great defensive smoke. So we see Jet's probably going to pop through. Or no, it's an offensive smoke.
Oh. He's coming after him. Yeah, I see he heard the dash.
Yep. Delete taking 10Z is pretty big.
Oh.
A beautiful guiding light followed by a good leer. checking his 50-50, moving right in. Another good 50-50 check. It is methodical gameplay.
Who in the bomb is going down? Now it is. First one was a fake. He was faking for him. He didn't know where he was. Maybe he got him.
Barry is just omnipresent right now. You got to fake him out even if he is still on B.
Absolutely. He's probably, I mean, I think at the very least. But at the very least, he's kind of sitting there. I don't know. I don't think he should save. He's probably trying to die to bomb at the very least. I mean, maybe he's trying not to give that enemy a kill here, but you definitely want to go down here.
Yeah.
You want that eco more than anything. I also think you want the ult point.
Unless, ooh, oh, that's
yeah,
rough.
he was
That's
just
rough.
blind.
And there's no.
He did go down to the very end though. It is worth.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take some shots though. He was right at head level.
Yeah, I think he maybe was just like, okay, I'm gonna hold. Maybe they don't know I'm here. Like I'm close. Maybe they think he's on the other corner. So that's the only thing I think of.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you know, happens.
Yeah.
Overall, it is 8-6 now for the Southern Infernos, though, kind of taking that lead. And now it's going to be the first buy round for the Surge. They just kind of saved the last two here. It's going to be the bonus, of course, from the Infernos, going to all Spectres. Seeing Odin on the side of the Surge here, so could be interesting. Maybe it's kind of like a mid, you know, shoot through. Who knows?
Ooh. More
Viper now playing mid instead of Sage. Oh, he's going really aggressive, especially since his teammate just died there.
Yeah, well, I love that. Barry is definitely using all the utility here.
Well, he's stalling them.
Yeah, he is, and it was kind of a...
Oh, great molly placement.
Oh, Tenzi does not know.
Oh!
Beautiful flick and dash. Takes two.
Wow.
Excellent collateral there.
That is not what I was expecting. I thought he was going to go. I thought he wasn't going to clear his right.
Me neither. And that was like more than 90-degree flick.
Yeah, that was. Whew.
This man's got the ultra wide monitor.
Turns his whole head to like turn right.
Yeah. Like the.
Where are they? Let me peek.
The cockpit simulator. Like truck driving simulator.
That's why I can't get behind ultra. I can't get behind ultra wides. I'm sorry. If you like it, that's you. Go for it. I can't. It's too much. Too long.
You know what?
I'm a 24-inch Andy till the day I die. Maybe 27 if I'm really going the yard.
Really?
But 24-inch just really does it for me.
Oh, I will pop on a 30 any
Oh,
day.
that's wide. But back to the game, of course. But they're playing this really slow kind of mid angle still. They're going to be running out of time, though, so by the time they start going, they definitely have to get on the site quick.
Ooh, that typical off-angle hold.
Yeah. Great dash there, actually. Kind of diverts her attention.
Was. They know they're coming at full strength. Oh.
He had it lined up too, dang, but of course, you know, you can't see like what we see.
Nope.
So.
The Bogos kind of gets pushed back by a very low
Although
health
delete is literally just.
They're going to double kick into this, get a free one.
The turret, oh, I thought it was a turret kill.
Yep.
I was like, he was literally just one, just very, very small tick.
I will say anyone flicking like that is playing in 3-4.
This game it's 16 by 10.
You can't like settings, change it back to CS settings?
I mean, the widest thing you can get here is like usually 16 by 10. The wide, that's what people usually play by. I think you technically can go wider, but that at that point it just looks really bad. Because I play on 16 by 10, so I think it's like as close as you can get to kind of that wide. But a great timeout here. Obviously, you know, kind of just discuss what's going on here. What are they doing well? You know, might as well use it. You get your timeout, so might as well use it.
We have been seeing a lot more of them recently, and this is an interesting place. I usually see timeouts used in either very large gaps when you really need to just stop the game, take a nice little reroll, or very short gaps because it's going the other direction and you don't want them to break.
Yeah, and I think even if you get a a win or something like that, sometimes it just really depends on kind of how your game plan is. Sometimes you get into that next round, you're like, okay, well, what do we do next? Or maybe you're kind of, well, how can we, what did we do right? So sometimes you have to pause it and think about it. Okay, well, we did this right, okay, so then let's work on that. So I think there's just so many things that can go on during timeouts, and it probably differs between every team.
Yeah, and this is your chance to talk to coach as well.
Yeah.
They are just thinking, okay, let's pull out the big strat. We need to, let's get the playbook out. We just need one strong, solid one, something fancy.
Yeah.
That will set this momentum in the direction that we can appreciate.
Yeah, of course. I agree. I think sometimes it's just, hey, okay, well, remember this. Don't forget about this play that we've discussed, or don't forget about this angle, or the guys do this a lot, so. We're to see the Jet Knives be popped here.
Inferno's coming on strong. The Surge are holding pretty forward positions.
Say Barry really holding this mid now, which I kind of like the adaptation from the Surge there of, okay, well, mid's kind of getting taken over a little bit. Let's help him out there.
Yep.
Because you definitely want to be able to hold that mid. Hidden thinking about it, but decides not to.
Ooh.
I think that only goes on top, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it does. Okay, he still clears it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sitting in the left corner there, though.
Getting nice and aggressive, but this is an aggression.
Yeah, but who's more
hold.
patient?
Yeah, Barry's not going to force out on that. In fact,
Oh, I think Sage is peeking it now. Okay, she has a judge.
Yeah, you can peek that with a judge. Mailroom judge. Those are the best kills.
Here we go. They're kind of going right into
a good one.
Yeah, right into our trap here.
This Lear, if she goes close enough, that dog has been getting so much.
Yeah, say great, just great util, making sure. Okay, hey, here's the dog.
Yeah, Infernos are very comfortable playing
good stim
overload strats, where they throw a whole lot of utility at once.
I was saying the Infernos are doing a great job of always having that one garage, making sure that's clear, making sure they can get flanked from there as well, and they have the double angles as well.
Speaking of double angles, we've got a whole pack of people up in Surge. They check well, but it's not enough. Selexic with a beautiful dismiss almost gets out.
Oh,
with the knives
say. Oh!
Follows up to the 4, looking for that ace.
Wants the ace.
The lead comes around the corner.
SC1 is going to Odin through that and say no.
Oh, yeah.
Now tied up, 8-8.
Paper thin.
Great retake by Surge there. I do think the Infernos were definitely not playing in the best angles there for themselves. Maybe playing a little too far out there. I think another timeout's being called. Yes. Which, hey, okay.
Yeah.
And now you're at timeouts. So now at this point, it's the deciding round here. It's 8-8. You know, maybe, okay, let's try to get that momentum going here. We're going to call a timeout, too. This will be the last one of the game. So no matter what happens now, you're going to have literally no other timeouts. So now it's just, okay, momentum, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think sometimes people really do play off the momentum high. And I think sometimes, you know, okay, well, maybe we like to stop and go and, you know, stuff like that. So I don't know. Interesting here. I think a lot of timeouts being used. This is probably more than we've seen in like all the games, you know, this week. So
I definitely think it is. But it's a tool you have in your arsenal that you can use. So if you think it's going to help you at all, just take the free minute.
Oh, for sure.
Just take a minute to do whatever you need. Maybe someone was like, "Oh, my mouse broke. You know, battery break, whatever." It could be something small, but it really can be a game changer. And you know, don't leave that up to fate.
No, for sure. And I do agree. I think, you know, it's better to methodically do it than just to kind of, well, okay, we'll just play with it. We'll just play with it. You know, stuff like that. Yeah. So overall, I mean, now it's going to be basically just nonstop action from now on. It's going to be 8-8, and now it's just going to be played out here, and whoever is going to win is going to win.
Yeah, this is definitely the home stretch. Infernos are looking to catch this point here and bring it to a tie. They've got to be thinking game of 1, though. That has to be their mindset here, because if Search takes this, that's it.
I've got your trail.
Ooh, early Seekers. I love the early Seekers play. That means an aggressive A push, but Inferno's on the A push. They can't be stopped at this ramp here.
He's still holding that angle. Does get SC1 though.
They do take one main, so Barry's got to move around. Wow, the aggressive knives placed with a nice leer. They finally take that ramp, and Barry is totally punished. The shorty comes out saving him one, but he doesn't keep it very long. Infernos are now just rolled right through.
Yeah.
They've got the sight. Tombogos has finally made it back around and is looking to clear this back by himself. A quick turret to check the typical angles, and that's all he needs. He's just going to leave one for information, try to get one coming up the ramp if they decide to go aggressive, and just methodically check all this, try to make it through Ninja. It's going to be rough to peek this long here, though. He's safe, though.
Oh, he might have saw that jump peek, yeah.
He did. A shot fired. They know he screens. We start to see him move. He can expect a 2 or 3 peek here. So he's no longer comfortable in this spot. I would not be surprised if he goes, yes, yep. He's going to go heaven instead. He already knows.
Or just save. I think he's going to save.
I don't know. Saving after a timeout when you might get an exit frag. I mean, Infernos are just hungry for this last
depends
kill.
on the eco. If their eco's pretty bad here, I think it's a great job. Yep. I honestly think that's best case scenario there. Get really one, save your weapon, make sure that they kind of lose that eco a little bit, even if it's just a tad. It does kind of add up.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to take a Phantom off the board. That's just a little bit further from, you know, triple opping or something ridiculous.
Say Surge kind of doing, you know, But a lot of back and forth here. It seems like, you know, both teams sometimes have these really good plays, and then sometimes it's kind of like, okay, well, maybe that wasn't thought of too through that time. I will say that was a fantastic Lear last round that really did help kind of secure that entry onto A there. And they're playing A here. All slow. I think I don't know if that flash audibly cued or not. She could have been around the corner there, but sometimes it's kind of weird.
Really,
Mo gets another pick on SC1. Mo's getting a lot of entries here onto A, despite being that Killjoy.
This is the push I wanted to see from Infernos.
Oh.
Everyone is still alive, but they're on site to move in with a nice wedge and own the place.
Was really thinking about the ult there. Maybe decided.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Just better placement. Go a little bit
I
deeper.
don't know if you can shoot through that or not.
Oh,
That's a good
beautiful
retaliation. And another Killjoy ult coming through as well. It's double ult coming away.
Oh, what a change.
This is a big round to win here. Barry might not.
You are playing dangerous.
Okay.
Woo, he is comfortable with that timer. Tom Bugos got to move in now.
Gotta be careful of hell there.
They know where they're moving in, and that timer is ticking away. A beautiful molly placement. Inferno's
Gets
has
it.
been funneling the surge.
Last player standing.
And now just what's up time.
Yeah, and there it is. Now, Infernos on that one just were playing the surge like puppets. They totally, it was like, oh, you want an ult? Oh, well, we'll just milk you out of there because you can't force forward. And then once the thing was over, they knew they didn't have enough time to rush in and go long, but they forced them to anyways by with a quick molly on Ninja. And it's like everywhere Surge went, they kind of knocked themselves into a glass wall there.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing was the Infernos kind of predicted what was going to happen. Or at least they set the place, or I guess they were getting ready for what they did. As soon as that ult was placed, they immediately orbital striked it, and they immediately countered with another Killjoy ult. I think that just means that they were very ready for that play.
Yes.
And they secured that round.
Yeah, and a great response, too.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Surge is actually going to force here. We see like a Spectre and a Judge, and then an Operator as well. So holding that long.
Ooh, they're ready for. They are tired of this hold here.
Slexic is.
Yes.
I think they're going to maybe wait for the. Oh, wow. Slexic holding that angle actually saved them there.
Definitely did, because that was a distraction play through mid on the other side. And
I
appreciating that from him.
I like that attempt though. That's a good play. Kind of okay, shoot some mid a little bit and have the Sage peek from where her wall is, because you're not gonna be turned around usually.
Yes, definitely. No, it was a great pinch peek.
Yep.
EGB hidden. Gets that sight covered on the back. Puts one down right on the corner there. Decides to hang out back in this little pocket. No more ults on the board, but health is high for everyone. It's Tom Bugos versus the world. Coming up that ramp, he's got to play against quite a few people, but no, he's only got one peek at a time here if he stays shallow.
Yep, and Mo just peeks that, and now it's 11-8. Ever since that timeout has happened, Infernos are just kind of going up here in the rounds. So, gonna take that, of course. And now they're kind of be posturing towards that A side, it seems like. Infernos definitely kind of swapped it up a little bit, playing a little standard. Definitely incorporating that mid a little bit more now. And the biggest difference, obviously, is they have the Viper on the defense here, so kind of just holding that down.
Nice. Do like the snake bite cam.
Mm-hmm.
And Viper's been holding this deeper and deeper as we go. Kind of leaves it open to the other side. There's a nice smoke, though, holding it back. Barry cannot peek through that smoke. That is just a...
He did get to the corner, though. Oh, he didn't. Just kidding.
Nope.
I think he was posturing towards it, and he didn't.
Yep.
Oh, Sage has a good timer here. Does he see the gun?
Absolutely ready. Oh, no.
Oh,
that is so rough. I honestly would have pushed in on that. But
it's hard to tell there for sure.
It is. Oh, Barry.
Great double peek.
Split. No, they are doing great. Inferno's here. They're just coming on strong there. So close to wrapping up this game and bringing them to a 1-1. There's another kill onto SC1.
Yeah, I think Mo has killed SC1 literally the last 3 rounds in a row.
Don't you just hate when that happens?
Yeah. Oh, great. Gets one. Gets the gun. You definitely want to try to get as many as you can here.
Yep.
If 10Z does get one, it allows him to get knives next round and at least maybe potentially drop someone. If he dies, of course, after. Oh, well, deletes on that angle. And now it's 12-8. Jet has one off knives as well, so I don't think Surge's eco is looking too hot here. At the top of my head. We saw Judge last round, so...
You do have to consider...
Yeah, Barry has a shorty.
Yeah, credit ramp up, but...
They can buy him, he's like 1,600. Yeah, they're going to buy him a Spectre. It is 12-8 here for, Inferno. This is game point for them now. The only ult they have available is that Empress, and I don't think we've really seen it so far here. But Delete with, kind of offensive opping, having good angles after. Ooh, they're waiting for that. They were definitely aware of what he's trying to do here. And SC1 is actually playing A site all by himself. Barry does get the kill on ults, but the thing is Infernos are A, stacking A here. Does have the ult available here for the retake.
Oh, a good hold. Just
he still has the ult available. Now here comes.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Uh-oh.
Mo. Oh. Mo can go high.
Oh, I was say that Molly was there, and that was the one option where they weren't detained. Great try there, but overall a great retake from Surge. Infernos obviously didn't know that there was only one on site, though, so they really kind of postured it and played slow. Even though they heard the Viper ult mid, which I think can kind of tell them something at least of, okay, well, we're trying to hold that mid there. But did decide, okay, well, maybe we'll play a little slower, but just not being able to commit there really cost them a lot. So, Surge get around they needed. Of course, Infernos have more than enough econ here, so they can kind of just get ready to go again. Orbital Strike going off again. Oh, he actually gets Barry.
Get one. Wow. I will say, playing it down into those ropes a little bit, it's hard to run for it that direction, and you definitely don't want to run it into mid. So that was just good Orbital Strike placement. And
I don't know if there's a slow or anything there as well. We don't know kind of what happened over there. Oh, Tom Buggos.
Ooh, that's a good one.
The problem is they weren't. That's a little early. I think you kind of want to take that for the actual retake.
Yeah.
Because now they can just go to A here, although they are posturing towards it, but now they can just wait it out and go back to B.
You have a butterfly's net of defense.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Infernos are doing.
I think it was really just the same as doing a Viper's Pit too early. It's not for intimidation, and it's to prevent them from going there immediately.
I think the problem is, though, is now they don't have it for the retake. Because on B side, if she just ults from where she is right now, she can cover that entire site for the defense, and then now they're forced to go to garage, right?
Yes. Ooh, ready for that one. They keep coming around for the pinch. That Cloudburst, good cover, plays up on it, and they're not expecting that. So he actually gets a free one. Could have gone to 2. Balls with the
doesn't get reset though.
Just overkill that last one. That was a little unnecessary. And now he's fighting an uphill battle here.
Could at least got the half there too.
Definitely.
Oh.
A nice call. Might actually. Turn around.
And just like that,
Zushi just commit to that side.
I will say, TenZ started this game quite rough.
He did.
He did pretty rough, but he has definitely turned it around on this defense side.
And I mean, he's got to be feeling hot right there, going to with still another player, just absolutely drop the entire, knife shotgun.
I do like that, because sometimes it is hard to actually really commit that right click on Jet, because you're like, well, I want my reset, you know? But sometimes you just got to go for it, get that guaranteed kind of that right click kill, and then play off the weapon after, you know?
Yep.
And now, I mean, the Surge are coming back here. It is 12-10, and it's getting a little close for Comfort, especially.
It definitely is, and it feels like this happens a lot.
Yeah.
I've got your trail.
Surge just need to take the next 2 to make it a...
I think, I do think attack is really so momentum based. I think when you get stopped so many times in a row, you start thinking of what, what worked before, then you're like, okay, well, that didn't work. So we had to try something new, you know?
And it feels like Inferno's kind of, they have to set the game pace in long run with wins and losses, but Surge on each round kind of set the pace in where the spike is going to go.
Mo did get another pick. I will say, I would love to see Mo's first bloods here, because I think he has actually gotten the first kill on these attack rounds more times than not.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
Oh, yeah, okay, this is not looking good here. Looks like the Infernos might be able to actually close it out here, and just like that, they do.
Attackers win.
Overall, I think a fantastic game, 13-10. That's really close there, so.
It was.
And you know, going at it alone can only get you so far. Ultimately, if you want to increase your chances of success, you have to level up your teaming skills. We just saw last game, really great back and forth there, timeouts, everything, using everything they can to work together to get that win there. Esports Tower really takes the time to create teams of well-matched teammates. I'll give shout out to Coach Halter, and if those who haven't checked out Esports Clubs, you should. It's a fast track to rank up, and that's esportstower.com. And so now the Infernos are now, it's 1-1 versus the Surge here, and it is now going to a game 3 here. Any predictions, or do you think, you know, it's kind of up in the air for who can kind of take this?
Yeah, I really think it depends on map comfortability, what kind of map we get, what kind of sides we get. But if we keep seeing the gameplay that we've been saying, I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and I'm kind of, you know, seeing more comps and stuff like that. I love seeing new comps, different maps, and kind of teammates work together here. So we will be going to a game 3, and we will see you right after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant. We are broadcasting from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena, and welcome to the Esports Tower Rumble Week 3. Everything is on the line now for the Infernos and the Surge in the Week 3. The Infernos won the last game, so now going to a Game 3, and it's going to be on Haven, which is one of our favorite maps, of course. And I am your host, Brandon Red Hots Koziancic. Joining me today, of course, is none other than Greg Old Soul Smith. And the one thing I do love about Haven the most, Greg, is team comps. We have seen so many different team comps, and so many different players are comfortable with a lot of different agents. I think Sova's a good one, obviously. I've seen Brimstone, see a lot of really great Omen plays, you know, the Killjoy, everything you can think of. And kind of what do you want to see, and, you know, kind of what do you think is going to happen on this Haven map?
I would love to see something absolutely outlandish.
Yeah.
I would love to see a lot of good Omen plays, a lot of good Sky plays.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to see Jet.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to see Chamber. I think we're
Chamber,
gonna see
yeah,
Sova.
true. I will say the interesting thing about Chamber maybe is we did see kind of the comfort go to the Killjoy in that last game there, so
Definitely so.
pretty interesting to kind of go for that, right? So we could definitely see the Chamber, though. I do love seeing Chamber, and maybe it's, since it's like kind of that longer map, they're more comfortable with Chamber, and maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
We could maybe see all of it, so.
I just think his free op on this
Oh, it's
map
huge, yeah.
is downright massive.
And I think his trips are really good kind of
gold.
cheeky spots because that flank really does happen there. And the alarm bot's kind of a lot to commit on that flank there for sure.
Especially considering this map has had so much practice
Yeah.
with Cypher that those tripwire lineups are like kind of tried and true.
Yeah, I do agree. The one thing I do kind of want to see, which I think people will start in the future, I don't think right now,
Yes.
but I think with the recent, you know, VCT and stuff like that, and of course Optic winning that entire thing,
Yeah.
the biggest thing that they really did was they actually worked that Neon on this map. And I think Neon, and we've seen it in the Mountain West as well for Collegiate, and we actually are going to see it right now. Neon allows this map to become so much more like attacker focused. So what I mean by that is, the biggest thing that's going to be kind of hard, though, is that usually it's played with a breach or something like that, but the biggest thing is if you Omen blind and then you use Neon dash and stuff, you can't react.
No.
By the time she is on site, you're blinded still. And the biggest thing that I love about Neon is in order to play her effectively, you have to play at full power. And what I mean by that is you have to hold W. You got to get that dash in there. You got to be sprinting in there to really catch them off guard because that's what Neon does. I think the moment that you kind of start stalling or something like that, Neon doesn't get as much value. She can play standard for sure.
Yeah.
But I think attacking, you can really do some damage here. And I think that's what I love about Neon. I think Haven and Fracture, you're going to start seeing Neon a lot more on, just because she really adds that attack power to the map.
Yeah, no, I'm really liking these comps. I mean, we saw basically everything we talked about.
Yeah.
We did see the Cypher in there, which is nice to see.
I like Cypher a
I'm
lot,
glad
so yeah.
that, you know, he didn't get completely made obsolete by this Chamber. In fact, they're double running.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, there's going to be no flanking this team
No.
with the Chamber and Cypher here. I think at this point, they are going to be really holding it down.
And that Omen is tricky on positioning as well
Yeah.
from both sides. So I want to see some good TPs there and good TPs from both of our Chambers. We have pretty lined up teams here. Obviously, there's no... right, Neon is all of our attacking power here. It's
Yeah.
all of our forward force. So
And, yeah. I'll say, I think it's really good for them to do, but the biggest thing is they're going to have to play off of that Sova and or the Omen. They only have those two, you know, forms of A, one flash, and two, the Recon or something like that, right? So,
definitely
and there
so.
she is, dashing through.
Yeah, Zushi
Does... I think the trip did go off, maybe. I think they shot it, though. Oh.
Zushi ready for SC1.
Oh.
SC1 does not see a quick rendezvous, and he's ready on the next angle.
And what a crazy buy from Zushi, actually. We usually
Yeah.
see the Chambers go light armor and 4 bullets in their chamber, but he went frenzy.
Ooh. They go aggressive on him. There's too much
Ooh.
screen time. They are able to
Too much screen time.
It's just too much. Shouldn't be seeing a guy that long.
As we seen, yep. He definitely knows he's still there, yeah. Does get the trip at least. Great flash. Oh!
Ooh. I don't think that paranoid.
We didn't see him.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah. I would say that was a crazy kind of round there. They just went full on garage. No one long.
Nope.
Didn't have anyone long there. And like I said, that was crazy seeing the chamber opt with the frenzy and then a trip. I think maybe it was the trip that kind of forced him to do that. But he said mostly you just kind of see the standard of, okay, I'm going to buy light armor. I'm going to buy 4 bolts my sheriff because I can kind of hold that long angle.
Yep.
But he decided to play on top of that box. Did get one, but unfortunately once you kind of TP out of there, they get that sight there. And, you know, Sir did a great job of kind of taking that sight and holding that sight. It's a lot easier, you know, said than done than actually play post plant well.
Definitely so.
And now they're go all the way long, and there's no one C long.
Man, Zushi loves this verticality.
He has 1 bullet.
Yeah, they roll right in. That
Yeah.
headhunter is not going to be the move. They have checked everything so fast. Oh, if SC1 did not make that shot, they probably would have not checked sight for another couple seconds. And there's still no one looking for that rotate. They're going to come in this mid. It is a strong wait for these last
Yeah.
two players so they can come on nice and solid. All 5 of them. Looks like it's going to start pushing it now. Zushi's got his back up.
Yeah, he had to use his one bullet.
So,
Oh, they do get one.
a little bit of a quick switch there.
Great concuss.
Really was. Holding them off that side. Another 2 players. Zushi's got to push into this, but then they'll know. Oh, instead they push into him and they absolutely just barrel stuff Zushi.
Oh, great peek there.
Player
Ooh,
standing.
Delete takes 1 distance, but Sage's Duelist decides to respond onto that. No pings here. They don't
Right
know
click
how
maybe?
close Hidden is.
Oh.
Nope, doesn't go for it. A right click could have saved him there, though.
Not too bad, though. They got 2 down. So, I mean,
definitely did.
at least that's, 2 Spectres down, something like that. So, at least, the Inferno's going into this buy round. The Surge will have 3 guns, but, they'll have 2 kind of hold off angles. But it's not too bad because that Chamber obviously can kind of just hold that, his Sheriff. So, that's not too bad. I can see him dropping and then just kind of holding that Sheriff angle down.
Yeah, kind of paces out the
And
bonus a little bit.
now this is where I kind of want to see this Neon strive. She's really good A long because you can kind of have her go A long and just, blind that sight, then have her go through. So hopefully we can kind of see that execute go through here.
I haven't seen a lot of fast lane plays. I kind of want to see that. A good flash coming right out. They know they got to be wary of short. They decide to full push this once you've kind of walked across that Cypher cage.
Line up here.
Ooh, yeah.
Split the
There's
sight
that
there.
fast lane.
Great spray through, too.
Definitely so. Starts watching that
Wants
back.
more. Oh!
It was all the checks, but they didn't
Oh,
watch
great
it very
shot.
long. They do reply on to delete, but that Headhunter finally getting its money's worth. A 3v3 spike is down. They're all behind truck here.
Oh my gosh,
Goes
she just
for the
shoots it
old-
straight up.
yep.
The classic lineup.
With the bounce. And the second one paced after it.
Wow, he actually might get a kill here.
One enemy remaining.
I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Is it?
oh,
They're all standing right
oh,
there.
no.
It was not the right angle. They're ready for the next one? Oh, they're getting totally paced here. Ooh.
Wait, it's still up in the air.
It might actually.
Okay,
That's
now
the
they're
last
good.
one.
Kind of scary there, honestly. The biggest thing, though, is I will say, if he shoots it straight up rather than bouncing off the ground, that might cheese him. Because, they as soon as they get off there, they have to wait. And so they were so low there. And I don't know. You actually get full time if you actually shoot it straight up rather than the bottom because it has 2 bounces rather than. Yeah. Great try there at the very least. I think that was a good try, honestly. I got kind of spooked there.
Me too.
If you would have done one straight up in the air, but 1 bounce, that kills 2 of them right there.
Definitely. No, instead decided to go for the long push so that they had to wait for it. And almost got it.
Yeah, and the Infernos are going to take their first round, though, so the Surge are now, 2-1.
Selectsick with a nice arrow to start. Doesn't get a whole lot. And they push strong on a C again. They just tear through C long with that fast lane. They absolutely own this site. Selectsick has 1 owl on, and that's all the information he gets. Trying to follow up with that shock arrow, maybe. The ult coming out with the knives.
Good flank mid, by the way, too. See that Cypher still going all the way around.
10Z trying to avoid this haul here.
Good blind. And now a huge flank.
Go, go, go.
I think Inferno's utility could be synergized a little better. Ooh.
Ooh.
Delete. Just a precision kill there. Has so many knives in the bank ready to play against 10Z here. Nope,
Well,
not going to go for it.
Yes, I think the biggest thing here for the Infernos is they really can't hold the C.
No.
And I think they're playing 1 on site and no garage, so it's really putting a lot of strain on just the the solo chamber there. And I think they definitely want to play maybe 1 to 2 there or something like that. Them being able to get that garage or long, it's too hard to play that. And now they have the post plant, and the Infernos are definitely not, like you said, they're not sinking their utility enough to really play that post plant correctly. They're not having that Omen blind and then pushing. They're not having that Sova dart or Sova drone kind of going in there, and they're just kind of hoping that something kind of works out there.
They may have thought against a Neon comp that they were more fragile on A and would take the retake on B a lot better.
Oh, okay, Mo gets 2 straight away from mid there. Does get traded eventually, but does get 2 down. And if you look at it, the A-long crew is pushing out there with those 2.
I know exactly where you are.
Oh, he's just going to see that hiddenness on the flank there.
Out of charges.
Good
They
neural
actually see
theft.
both of them on the flank. That's a huge neural theft, yeah.
Headshot.
Delete following up
Trades.
that neural theft. Sees. Oh. Wow.
Oh, wow.
A nice 3K. Good response.
I was almost scared there, too, that Neurotheft came out, and they're like, oh, they know we're on the flank here. Not just on the flank, but 2 of them on the flank, so.
Yeah.
But it doesn't enough to win that, though. They kind of all peaked at different times there and didn't kind of sync up that double peak there to kind of let that go through.
And then flawlessly does one of the most difficult things in Valorant here. Killing the Hatless.
Yeah, true. It's kind of weird. Oh!
Yeah. It feels like there's no headshot.
Here.
Ooh, aggressive hold on the C. They may have hurt us. They might be going for a flank here.
Oh, gets one right away.
Yeah,
Huge pick.
One from A. So Lexic down.
Oh, he's
They
solo
know they
playing
can
A.
walk right in. Oh, C.
They don't know that, of
SC1
course.
Rolling in. Gets a little bit stopped up. Decides to fast lane similar fashion. All the checks.
Watch out.
Yeah, it is kind of hard for Neon to do that. Sometimes if you throw your concuss like at the ground of the first one, it's actually going to stun you a lot more times than you think. Even when you're sprinting, if you throw it ahead of you, too. Ooh, not going to find anything. Is going to find him.
Hi. I'm pissed.
Oh, Neon ult coming out here.
Yes, that is so strong.
Last player standing.
Gets that first one. Neon ult is so fun to use.
It is. Might
Zapped.
see it?
Yeah.
Ooh. Take
And
that 3K.
the thing is Neon ult is like, if you don't got that really good aim, it's really hard to hit her because
is.
she can keep moving back and forth with her sprint while shooting and stuff like that. So it's not the easiest thing. And I think the biggest thing is when Neon's ult is the strongest is when they're on ecos. Because you don't have the strongest guns there, and she can just kind of keep going.
Definitely so.
As well as, obviously it's not in this game here, but Breach Neon is crazy with that Rolling Thunder and that Neon, because when you're moving that fast, when you're concussed, you can't shoot that,
No.
that side to side
no
like
chance.
that. So it is pretty crazy to see that.
You have to be a motion track
Yeah.
master to play that. Another strong C push here. They know
Yeah,
what
waiting for the
works
dart.
them.
The dart might not see. Oh, the Neon actually did kind of wall that off.
It was a little to the side. Now, admittedly, if it was right in the middle, that would have been pretty strong. But it's all right. There wasn't anyone there to begin with. So, got the
Oh, that
information
Sova
out.
dart doesn't really get too much
No.
either. Oh, does.
One
Oh,
enemy
so
remaining.
close.
Spike down. C.
Yeah, I just don't think they're as comfortable on this site, either team, because that synergized.
Yeah, if that dart's
shooting.
right side there, it's a completely different round, honestly.
And even just throwing that dart against the
Oh.
back of Tetris there to see who's there is a good play.
Yeah.
But Jet was already there. You could have been like, Jet, how's it look? Instead of wasting a dart.
Yeah, so
wasting
both.
time.
Yeah, both darts were kind of not really the places they
No.
needed to be there.
And all
Oh,
the players are
1v1.
playing
Oh,
very
he's
strong.
looking. Oh, he does find him though.
Does change the
He
eyes.
does have the Neuro Theft, but I don't think he has enough. It was too long.
And
Yeah.
Mo's gonna go for the
Look at
cheat
his camera spot.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no. Okay. That is a good call for both players here.
Oh, I think he saw his gun. I think he saw his gun.
You copies are nothing.
Yeah, so you can't be too slow when you're peeking out of smokes like that, because then they see your gun and then now it's just over. Especially when you have a pistol. You just got. I think you just got to commit somewhere, of course. Hindsight, but I think the Searcher have the right idea with the Neon here. I guess I think there's probably maybe a newer concept to them or something like that, where it's like, hey, you just gotta dart that other side, and then it's fine, because then I can see everything.
And it's like they understand, hey, someone needs to do something to check the back there and let us have a good
Yeah.
entry. And I think both of them said, hey, I'm in initiator position. I can check the back.
Yeah.
And it's
Ooh.
just the communication's not there. They're all playing strong individual games.
Zushi got a
but-
pick as well onto Duelist. Sages
did.
Duelist right away.
And that
Oh, he's got to be kind of careful. Okay.
that early game tour de force has been coming pretty strong. That's 2 times now we've seen that.
Saying, Neon can just kind of sprint through everything here.
It really can.
Oh, just like that.
Oh, the positioning. Oh,
Oh, good dash.
wow. Kind of treats it like a dismiss almost.
Although he doesn't have another slide again, though. That's his only one.
True. Oh,
Doesn't?
does not see the left.
Oh my god, I thought that was
Check
his,
left,
I didn't know which one was which at that point. I was like, was that just the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, great angle there. No one can trade there. Does have 3 bullets left of that 2 to 4 still.
Planted.
At such a tight angle. So comfortable with the 2 to force.
I like this too. Put it on your teleporter ready.
Yep.
Oh, great peek.
Oh.
Player standing.
Probably should have moved after that peak, but it was beautiful. Catches one. Very intense Z. Sweeping up. A good response to that first fire,
Yeah.
too. Because our man in hell was not ready to
Ooh, and a
follow up on
timeout
that.
going out here.
They're quick to press the timeout button. It's at a 6-2 right now.
I mean, it's probably at this point. Let's say nerves are running. It's 1-1 here. Now it's like, okay, well, we're down 2-6 here. We're gonna be a little careful. So definitely want to make sure you get a little bit more rounds here in this first half because it is attack here. So although honestly, actually the whatchamacallit, I think it's the Infernos we're attacking right now.
Yeah.
But they are pretty defense sided too. They have that Cypher and that Chamber ready to go. So they do have to be kind of wary that it is 6-2, but they are a more defensive reliant comp. I mean, yes, they have this Neon, but at the end of the day, they still have Chamber and this Chamber, Sova, and whatchamacallit.
Yeah. No.
Cypher. That's what it is. I don't know why I blanked.
They are a defense team
Yeah.
that is kind of relying on their Neon to carry the offense. I think this is not their strong ground, and they know it.
Yeah,
so
and
the pace that they're holding is incredible.
I think it's a great kind of adaptation. I think, being able to go, okay, well, we're going to commit to these double Sentinels of, Chamber and Cypher here, and we're just going to use Neon to kind of do everything that we need to do here. We're just going to hard force sites. We're going to come and bring it down, and if, they stop us, okay, but if we get, like I said, they're already at 6 rounds, so worst case scenario, it's 6-6, and they have that defensive side of the team.
Definitely so. And I know that we asked for really outrageous comp styles here, and this is a big one here.
Oh, absolutely.
Basically 2 comps hidden within this comp. A Neon comp and a dual Sentinel comp. One for attack and one for defense. And I think that mismatch in the...
Oh, here it comes.
They're running right in. Ooh, making the checks. Not all of them, though. Zushi does not get greedy. He takes the first free one. Doesn't have a rendezvous. Sets up, so he falls. Deletes, and Akamo, though, follow up for him. They absolutely corner this last man. There's only one left, and they know where he's at. Ooh, that dart missed a little bit. It was coming right for him, but it hit this corner. If it weren't for that smoke, Tombogos would be down.
Oh, does get him, though.
Paranoia.
Great smoke, too.
Good reply there with the Cypher Cage. Does not want to drop down in front of that.
The Shark Dart actually doesn't get him either.
Nope, everything's kind of reset now. Who's going to make the first utility? I'm expecting an arrow, but no.
Oh.
It was Delete. Who's going to find that third kill?
Yeah, and that's just what the Infernos need. I mean, they need every round they can get here. And I think, the timeout probably helped them kind of figure out what they need to do and what they're kind of good or what they need to improve. So I think the biggest thing is every round that Inferno wins here is kind of like a point that they need for that defensive half.
It is.
Or sorry, the offensive half.
It is. I don't think Surge is comfortable with Neon.
I think SC1 is for sure. I think he's definitely doing a great job. But I think the problem here is
they can't pace up with him.
Well, I think they can't. Yeah, they can't have that long range distance that the Breach can have. I mean, Breach can flash through walls. Breach can concuss from long ranges. I think the biggest thing that we've ever seen, and especially pro play, is whenever you see that Neon, you see the Breach to complement it.
There's just no one watching SC1.
Oh,
oh, what a move!
Counter.
And
SC1 Fury here.
Yeah, working overtime, taking those extra 2 as well. Infernos have just been swamped here. A huge B push. They just milk them right out. SC1 cannot hold out.
Try to play 2 different angles there.
A good play by Infernos, bringing it back down to fair. So we're looking at a 2-3 here, but they've already got spiked down, and they've already backed off from it. So we see this long-range hold by the Chamber. RD utility. Checking the place out. Hidden. Stay true to his name. Isn't seen by the Aldrone.
Staying true to his name. Oh.
Lee might get caught here. Let's see this arrow come out. Ooh.
Oh, that's his teammate.
Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, next one. There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Wow, great shot.
That was just a great 180, and then they were set up in a nice 50-50.
Yeah, I'll say, unfortunately, I think they definitely needed both those flashes to make that happen.
That's one of the best places for... I mean, Haven is the king of planting the spike and then leaving the site.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The retake game
it's post-plant
is
for sure.
empty. Yeah, the post-plant is crazy on this. And this is one of the best places, and I don't get to see it enough, where you can hold so aggressively, but you're still off-site.
Yeah, I think B post-plant holding is definitely a lot more to do because you have to make sure that the enemy team is not flanking you. The moment they flank through A long, the moment they flank through C long. But the thing is Surge is kind of, equipped with that. They have the Cypher traps. They have the Chamber traps. So they actually can play B pretty well like that. Oh, Delete does a great job playing up top. They know SC1 is kind of going to be pushing ahead by herself a lot of the times and takes advantage of that. 10Z takes another one to Mo.
Ooh,
Barry, yeah, it does feed him now, but he's kind of stuck.
Does make some eye contact.
Wow, he actually gets across.
To try to get across. Now he's got backup. Decides to play into it anyways and is punished for it.
Yeah, so he has no heal available of any kind of sort, so just has to forfeit that, honestly.
It's unfortunate. Might see a nice little matchup here pretty soon. Everybody's pretty close, but ooh, Tenzi playing a dangerous walk there. Almost got saw. Sage's duelist. Walking right up. Ooh,
Does tag him.
Does tag him. Pushes him off the verticality.
Might get another tag in there. Okay, nope, does not. Tenzi gets a pick onto Slexic. It is a 3v3 now, though. Although Omen is quite low. He just knifes him.
Nice. Yeah, that says back off.
But the thing is, they're still actually committing to the C here. I think they maybe thought that, okay, well, even if they did stop us, you know, Sage's duelist is already committing to that, so.
They definitely are. And
Oh, look at this, the judge.
Ooh, this is going to be a rough one. They're not
Oh, it does good. Great trade, though. Great trade.
Good trade indeed. Now Tenz.
He's very low, though.
He is, man. And just even that
Oh,
plant time.
that's a really big pick if he does get that.
Bogos is doing great things for Tenzi there. Now
Oh!
Tenzi's in a better position and takes one right from below.
He's gotten 4 kills.
See if he can ace it up. He's going to push right in. That is a great offensive smoke. He's going to roll right through there. He's got to take a gamble with this angle, though.
Oh, my gosh.
Huge.
Wow, and it was kind of scary, though, because that Cypher was playing on a really big flank by that. I mean, the moment he doesn't get that kill B, he's got to commit somewhere, because if he falls there by 10Z, he could just defuse the bomb. So, got to be careful there, but great job by 10Z kind of going into that garage aggressively as the Cypher's there, because they probably think he's long.
Yep.
And getting that kill with 30 HP left. I mean, he got the last 2 kills with 30 HP, so
Crazy.
great job. Actually, the last 3 kills with 30 HP, so great job by that. And honestly, huge ace there. Now it's 8-3.
You want to play?
Ooh, SC1 doing another
yeah.
roll right through it, and they're sprinting behind him this time. Guessing a decent position.
Oh, he messes up. Oh, so he messed up the
nice.
dash.
He did. See if SC1 can keep.
He does have
rolling
ult
that they're
available.
Not even watching. He's ready with the fast lane. He's got to check this left side this time. Wow, goes straight in for it. That is
There's
a
a
total
teammate,
change.
Mo, just kind of honestly baiting him a little bit there. I mean, he could have probably killed him before he actually went down, but he just wasn't looking at that angle. Probably was little too scared of short there.
One enemy remaining.
That was much better neon play, I think.
Oh, great shock.
A
Oh,
good
it doesn't hit him, actually.
bounce. Oh, he doesn't know he's that shallow.
Yeah. It actually didn't hit him at all.
No, he was going deep hallway. He was ready like back in CT.
Oh.
So she's got good holds here, but there's no reason for them to push. They're playing on surge timer here. So Sushi's got to check health, doesn't check all of it.
Oh, so he wasn't ready.
In the reload, information's out though. So
Oh, close. Wow, really close there. No, 9-3 attack there for Surge. I think it's looking pretty good for them on the defense here, having that, like I said, that we've kind of talked about here, that defensive-sided team. So I think what's going to happen here is the Infernos are going to have some really coordinated attacks. I think we're going to have to see some well-timed flashes from Sky, some good dog usage. I think we have to see some really good arrows and recons. Because without it, I think it's going to be really hard to attack.
Speaking of good coordination, we saw this, even though that Neon did mess up the dash in the beginning.
Yeah.
Got the kill, played right up on the kill. That
Yeah.
fast lane goes up, and every other time she's been running the fast lane, she's been sending the fast lane and then basically checking the site like normal, like you would standard, but in high speed, which is not the way to approach that.
Yeah.
And this time they did so much better. Instead of checking that close angle so you can then worry about the rest of the site, she dives in and lets them take the close angle, lets them take heaven, goes straight to taking space. It doesn't, now she wasn't able to watch her back though, so she dies, but that space on the 1v1 is totally worth it.
Oh, we didn't see it, but look at that. Jets dashed on the site there. They cannot hold this.
And they don't play into it. Barry is totally surrounded here, gets taken, and now they're comfortable playing against Sambogos, even though he's running right through, taking that wall, bangable wall through.
Oh.
And
Got a shock dart kill there,
here.
too.
Yeah, they walk right down on. Zushi, a good follow-up there, is not going to hold that. Sets up the rendezvous. Ooh, is ready on 2 different angles here. Tumbogos has to watch both. And Zushi could be at either still. He can still change to either angle there. This is a rough.
Search hasn't even tapped it yet.
No. Goes in for the tap.
Okay, now he knows exactly where he is.
He's made the noise. He knows where he is, but he has a great rendezvous to it.
He hears him, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's just going to hold it.
Oh, he's going to go full.
Oh, honestly,
unreal.
that is really smart game sense. Either it's
really
either
is.
Tom Buggos who knows it or his teammate who knows it. Hey, Chamber has a frenzy. Just play the long angle.
Yeah.
And that's really good intuition. Like I said, I really don't understand why you're buying a frenzy on Chamber. I'm going to be honest here. I think it's you're not using your agent to your full potential here. You should have those long angles with that 4 bullets in the Sheriff and have your armor. The armor's huge.
I don't know. I think it adds a lot of versatility, especially considering that you could be watching a far angle. You could do the rendezvous and then switch to the sheriff or switch to the frenzy.
The thing is, you can't have enough for that. You have like 1 bullet there if you do that. Actually, you have no bullets there if you go. I think 'cause he's getting trap as well. So the problem, I think, is like, you know, like I said, he doesn't have light armor. Gets 1 pick. Oh, tries to run away, but great job. Just kind of peeks him. Ooh, Sage is very ready for this A. Oh, it's gonna hit at the same time. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Nice. And the bomb doesn't go down, actually, so they don't have to worry about time.
They don't. The bug goes.
Oh, the bomb did go down, actually. He must have barely got it down.
Yeah, but they're just absolutely swarming these last.
Oh, wow. That was kind of a blunder there by Surge. Didn't really get him down. He was so low, too. They just missed so many bullets there. Kind of panicked almost a little bit.
No, I thought they had that one for sure.
That was a great lineup by Sage's Duelist, too, taking down that
Oh,
Omen.
yeah.
That was huge. We love seeing that. Unfortunately, that will go away soon. Well, not fully, actually. If you do hit both them in the same spot, you can still kill people, but the Shock Darts nerfs will be coming soon. Just know that.
Oh, no.
Next
A
patch.
tragedy.
Next patch.
I hate it when they nerf the OG lineup.
I mean, it'll still, like I said, it'll still work in the center. If you hit both in the center, it'll still do enough, but it'll be 75 each, I think, now. Not, like, obviously in this game, but, oh, wow, great crossfire there. Oh, he gets him in the utility.
That is rough.
And Delete is doing a fantastic job of entering here. He is really getting it done and stepping up in this jet roll. I think when you only have that one duelist, you got to kind of step up sometimes.
Man. SC1 was sights.
He was
locked,
cruising.
Came rolling in.
I kind of like that play, though. I like that.
That was
I like that.
I like
That shorty play. Yeah.
That's scary. That was scary, but did get punished. They do pull off of that spike quick enough to heads up, and 10C does not.
Flawless from the Infernos for that buy. That's huge. That's Vandals and Phantoms now losing a single soul.
Ooh, Delete already ready. Just getting pumped up.
Oh, actually, no. They bought that was just a hero Vandal from Delete there.
Vandal takes one.
Yeah, so that's a great timeout.
Moves right in, checks the far, wraps around to the back.
Say Barry. I think that's the. Is this Surge?
Barry's
Surge. I forget a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, good timeout either way. It's 4-10, which is, you know. And it's not going how we kind of expected so far. I mean, we thought the Surge's comp was going to be pretty defensive-sided, but I think Delete is doing a very good job of getting the dashing and playing these sites where it's too hard to play these 2 angles.
Yes.
I mean, he's using that smoke, getting picks, dashing through, catches one out using the utility, which is always just a huge bummer when you're the person with the utility. You're like, well, okay.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I think this is a good start with the Infernos going to get going. I think they have to play very aggressive, and they know that probably Chamber's going to be either A or C, and they know Cypher's going to be A or C, so they know that B's going to be pretty open here. So I think they just have to kind of find those weak points, and they can find those weak points and kind of get that down. They can win this attack side if they really want to.
Fluidity.
Yeah.
I'm seeing them come together a lot. I think it was really clumsy gameplay, especially considering the last map that we just watched. They were together. Both of them were on it and meticulous, and you can see each of them thinking several steps ahead.
Yeah.
And it was no longer just down to the gunplay, and it feels like that's where it was in the beginning rounds for this map. And I think it's finally starting to clean up. They're playing a little bit more distance. They're playing a little bit more, you know, ahead, out of the box.
Yeah.
I'm appreciating the accommodations that both teams are making here.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be it can be a closer game than we think here. I mean, the Infernos. Tombo gets a pick onto Zushi right away here, though. And they do have this A site. Once again, like I said, the Infernos are really just taking these sites. Neon Wall actually does a lot more damage than people think it does. Like, Hidden just accidentally just took like 30 damage there, plus.
Ooh.
Good try. Oh, a lot of damage, actually.
It definitely was.
And the Cypher, who is on site, is still alive here out of everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't. I don't know if he tags him or not, though.
Don't think he does, but it's good enough information.
Really good smoke. Because he can't jump down, he'll take a lot of damage here.
Oh.
Yeah, yes. Selecting new. Okay, if he's going to jump down, he's jumping to this one spot, or else he might die.
Yep.
Great. I mean, Infernos are just doing a really good job. I mean, it seems like the Surge can't hold them back. I mean, the Infernos are literally rushing these guys. It's not even like they're playing slow and getting picks. They're just going in. And like I said, it's kind of interesting to me that the Cypher's playing a side, but he was the last one alive. So kind of weird. I don't know what happened there. Maybe just kind of trying to get a utility or something like that. But
that push there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think the biggest thing now is Surge has to figure out a way to stop this attack. In great flash first corner, can't hold that angle. They are going to play overloaded A on the Surge. I'm sorry, C here from the Surge, though.
Yep, starting out with that lineup that we've seen so many times. A good ping there. They decide not to play on it.
I think Omen just fake TP'd them, so they actually are very aware of this flank now.
Yes, very wary. The classic check spawn.
It's a good ult, too, honestly. Just knowing that they're not going to commit anywhere, but we're just going to ult somewhere, so they have to look behind everywhere now.
Right, they did the run and walk back.
And no, they did see Mo now, though, so they know he's on site.
Ooh, they've totally thinned out the site. So
Good
it's
blind.
SC1 was the only one left. He's got a ditch.
So he does have the ult. Just like that, the wall gets another kill. Wow. And he does have the ult, but he has 56 HP, so I don't think he's going to use it at all here.
SC1 can't follow up on that
Spike planted.
kill. He's got to play for himself now. He feels so solo. He's going to go back with his team here. It's a full 3-man push from the back.
Ooh, he saw him, but he couldn't tag him.
Taken instantly. Gonna get some info. They start pushing up. They don't double peek, but it's they don't even need to.
Yeah, so Naruto is up, but it's like you can't really do anything, and no one actually really died there anyways, so you just gotta save it and go for the next one. And the Infernos are on like I think a 3 or 4 win streak here, and I think the Surge are now starting to feel a little bit of the heat here. We already see the tour de force, and he's gonna set up. It looks like he's kind of setting up towards that seaside, but he's gonna peek that garage and hold that angle here. At this point, I don't know, the Surge are kind of really trying to just get one hold. I just think this is going to get one round kind of going here, and Tomagos has 20 kills in the Cypher. Really trying his best here. Oh, he does the tour de force, but Hidden is...
Is that the rendezvous or is that a shorty?
He has a shorty, but he has his ult as well. The tour de force is active.
Right.
Does find him.
Yep, does.
Ooh, Sage kind of... peeking.
Sees two, can't get the collateral. They go
Say,
down.
almost got the timing there.
They were lined up.
You look, Surge 2 down already here.
Tenzi has to follow up on that. He knows they're already in. It's a good smoke.
I think he hears now. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, has to defend against the Seekers.
Great try, just keep shooting.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't know if he's in or not yet.
Tenzi keeps moving in on that.
Has 5 bullets left. Oh, does get the Phantom though.
Planted.
Yeah, that's a good change. A
Chamber
good
is
paranoia
flanking
chance.
mid though. He's gonna come garage. They're not even ready for this. Not even looking at him.
No, they weren't. And this double peek was huge.
Oh, the
no.
timing! Wow.
Just on top of it.
Oh.
Hidden with it.
Ooh.
So fast.
Yeah, that third one was a big flick there. Man, I will say that flank into garage was so unlucky there. I mean,
was very unlucky.
He pulls out his knife for some reason. I don't know why he had that. He was really close anyways. You can just kind of peek it with, like right here. I don't know why he'd go with the knife there.
Because his flick was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean right here though, great shot by hitting that third shot. Just boom, he's ready for that and really fumbled back there. I mean, obviously he didn't know that they weren't looking at him, but having the knife out after that by thinking, okay, no reason they can come through that, just really, really unfortunate. But just like that, the Infernals are 2 away from tying it up here, and if they do get to that 10, it's going to be... They need to take a round off the Infernos here to stop this momentum. Hunter's Fury coming out here. Oh, and just ready for it. Huge flank here for Delete.
Oh. Delete has a beautiful chance here. Gives away some noise, so they're already checking him in the Sova here. Not going to find. Delete keeps watching for Tenzi. Decides to go a little aggressive. Tenzi not quite ready for it. Gets double peeked and goes down to Dyslexic.
I mean, the Infernos are really
so
taking advantage of this B site now. I mean, they know, okay, well, their strong spots are probably going to be A and C. Let's just run it there. Delete goes into B, finds literally no resistance until, you know, SC1 at the Neon tries to dash in front of him, but he's already ready for it. He's already on site. I mean, you can't really stop him there. And I don't know, it seems like the biggest thing here is Surge just needs to really avoid that first pick. It seems like no matter what round it is, someone's dying first on the tide of Surge. I think you can't allow that to happen.
We have a nice AC rendezvous set up here.
Smoke's coming out here. And Barry not really playing an angle, just kind of sitting in this back spot here.
Kind of waiting. It has gotten him before.
Oh, he's going to tag him. I mean, they know exactly where he is.
They do, and he's not moving.
And they'll hear the rendezvous if they, you know.
They would, but he could have walked, especially with that wall up.
Great sprays, though. Great sprays.
Good.
Doesn't actually do any damage, I think.
They may consider a swap. They might also do... Oh, yeah, they're definitely. Hidden coming in nice and strong, but they're ready for him. They're already waiting. Already utility coming out. on grass. Hidden's been tagged.
Oh,
Now
wow. I'll say the door wasn't... You know, honestly, the door not being broken definitely worked out in Hidden's favor there.
Yes.
And this is so far is the most even round that Surge can ask for right now. Does have the lineup maybe? No, just has a great dart. Has Hunter's Fury available though. Maybe could have Hunter's Fury right there for the bomb plant to get at least one tag there.
We haven't seen anything other than default.
Oh,
Looks like
does tag one though. Just jump up.
Ooh.
Oh.
So close.
Retake coming in here. Tenzi gets one pick now, 3v3. The double hell angle, they are just... Yeah, I think, you know, the Hunter's Fury definitely could have been the swayer of that round. I think, you know, I get he was trying to have that recon dart, but I think maybe if you kind of pop that ult, get that guaranteed one there, and then start looking around there, and then, you know, play the recon with your team so you can all kind of go in there, but that's hindsight, of course.
Yeah.
The thing was, is just, you know, Inferno's, it's a 10-10 now, and then the Surge don't have their timeout. I think I could definitely see the Inferno kind of taking this away here.
No, I think that Hunter's Fury definitely was a big pivotal point, especially considering that if you actually look at the activity feed, it's basically all 1-for-1s and people responding.
Jet was literally,
so getting that first one is what puts you on the uphill, what puts you on the offensive.
Yeah, it doesn't seem this time, but he does know. I think he's backside there, though. Oh, shock dart.
That is a good cage.
Don't think it hit him, though. Yeah, it didn't. Great
Very
spray
careful.
through.
They're considering pushing. He's holding the same long angles.
Dashes away. SC1 gets a pick on the hidden.
Ooh.
Oh!
A lucky one, maybe.
I think he knew he was around the wall there. I think it's more so, okay, I'm going to spray this, and okay, he's sitting there, so I just cleared it. Mo's still playing heaven. If he gets this pick, it's huge.
Oh! Just a bad game sense call.
That was a skin bait.
Yeah.
He was looking at the skin. I'm telling you right now, whether you want to admit it or not there, Mo, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
He saw that, you know, that Vandal, he went, ooh, that's kind of cool.
Hey, yo, gun buddy. Sage's Duelist left to really hold this down. Doing the old jumps, a little bit of ghost. But they are strong. They know that the clock is on their side.
They're not even playing lineups either.
They decide to push.
Oh, wow, a lot of damage there, actually.
No, they're not. Jet walks right in on this, but they've got one on the way.
Yeah, and this is it. I'll say Surge finally get the round they needed, and just when they need it most, too. If that goes 11-10, it definitely feels really bad there, but the Surge win at 11. Okay, now they're feeling a lot of relief. They're going, okay, now we just need to win one more to at least go to overtime, but at the very least, we know we can hold them, and they played that really well, and I think that's a big kind of swayer. And now it's going to be 10-11. I would say it was kind of unfortunate there that Mo definitely kind of blundered that a little bit. You know, if you're going to play aggressive, you've got to be ready for that kind of, you know, they're coming up there anyways. I think you having your knife out is just, you can't have that happen.
No.
Okay, 2 to Force coming out here for the Surge. Has an op, but plays in short.
Yeah, and
now they hear it.
Before they can see. Yeah, they do hear it.
I like that kind of. I like this backup angle, but no one's shooting this dart. It is just tagging everyone. Oh, 10Z goes crazy though. Huge hold by 10Z here.
Definitely so. The two left are kind of forced to just run and reconsider. They do split up.
Oh, he does it down though.
Take one. That's lucky because if they fell instead, that means Spike is just playing against an absolute fan defense.
So well, Mo does have the spike actually though, so they're going to start rotating here. Playing this really slowly. It's a 2v4. The Infernos know that they're going to do something crazy here if they want to take this round. And I think the biggest thing they have to do here is isolate people. They have to make sure they can kind of get the ISOs, get the pick 1 or 2, and then move on to somewhere else.
That smoke was good. It really pulled them off of B.
Yeah.
Kind of started to group them together. That's an isolation on A, whether they know it or not. Looks like Slexic is going to watch B just in case he sees anything. Just to get him out of there. They're going to keep moving up onto A. I don't know whether or not they know they have SC1 isolated there, but it's going to make the switch as we see this last Sova move on over. And
good
now
smoke. Oh, but he didn't let it go down first.
Ready.
Yeah.
SC1 was already ready.
Great tag. Oh, wow.
Goes crazy. Takes 2 of them. Might even get the spike down. They're already wrapping around, though.
Has the Hunter's Fury available.
He does. But, man.
Oh, great drone.
A good owl. Good owl. Gets a ping. They can't play that.
Oh, great job just kind of jiggle picking that. And now Surge is on that game point here,
They
10-12.
They
These
are.
rounds are pretty crazy. That was a 4v2, and it kind of turned into a 1v2 there. It got tagged, so pretty close there.
So close, because if Infernos had taken that round,
Yeah.
you're in overtime.
Yeah, true.
You're effectively in overtime.
Yeah.
You still have to win by 2.
I'll say, I mean, it's not over for the Infernos yet, but Surge is just that 1 round away. They got 2 rounds to kind of make something happen, and it seems they've kind of found a little stride there of what's working here, at least for that post plan they're doing a good job of. And now the Infernos are probably like, okay, well, you know, what was working isn't working now, so what can we do?
Oh, what? Wait, what was that tripwire?
He put it in the left side there, just kind of in that straight angle, so if they go to the corner, he can see them.
If they, like, quick corner out of the garage?
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
Looks like they're not going to consider it. They're going to go with the strong
Oh, he does the Hunter's
long
Fury, though. But his teammates are there. Ooh. Oh,
right
does get him,
into it.
though. I thought someone was. Oh, he TP'd out. I was like, there was someone back there. Oh, yeah, he was just seen. I think no one shot the recon dart there.
Oh.
Oh, Mo got hit by a shock dart. A lot of damage. 3v4 here. Surge have to retake.
They do.
Yeah, and Zushi does not make the same mistake. Has his weapon out and gets 2 in the garage here. Oh.
Lexic ready.
And now it's 11-12. Surge spent a lot of money there, I think.
did.
We saw an operator come from SC1 there, and then we saw a full buy. So I don't know if they're actually going to have enough to buy this next round. And it could very well potentially be a little overtime action here.
See if Infernos can take this last one and pull us to an overtime.
Some great shots, the Phantoms, too. Some really great headshots here in the series for both teams.
No, they've been grinding the aim line.
28-23.
Mm-hmm. With Infernos, their spread is not bad at all. Surge has a little bit of a steeper spread. Actually, no.
Yeah, I mean,
Surge
Sage's Duelist is doing his job, though, for sure.
Oh,
It's 14 assists, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. I mean, just the lineups alone, Sage's Duelist has been going absolutely mad.
Yeah, so they have a Bulldog here, so Surge is actually going to be, obviously, its last round either way, or in terms of, like, okay, well, if you win, or if you're not, you don't, you know.
True.
You're going to reset your eco, so buyout here. Not the worst buy, having Ares and a Bulldog comparatively here, but it's going to be holding.
Yeah, very quiet gameplay.
I'll say, which is, I don't know, because Infernos' success has been from their very, I guess, aggressive attacks.
And Surge doesn't kind of waver. They'll stay. They'll stay. I don't think this gives Infernos any advantage because Surge knows whose clock they're playing on.
But the thing is, the Infernos don't want to wait too long because once you hit that, 25-second mark there, you're going to be a little scary because then they can start, okay, you have to play against a timer here, and they don't. So
they're no longer looking for kills.
Okay, Seekers come out here. They have 30 seconds left here. Looks like they're playing for B.
Trying to go all force. Delete might take 1 or 2 here. They've really pushed him back.
Oh, great dart here. They're going to be seen by all of them. No one shoots it.
No.
Tenzi gets 1 through the smoke, I believe, there. Oh, Neurotheft coming out.
Right through the smoke.
They know they're all mid.
They do.
Here.
Hold that nice and strong.
Oh, great shot by Delete. 4v3.
Holding a beautiful position. Gets a little jump, try to get out of there. They
I think it was a bait.
Through.
Oh, he's in the smoke. They know he's there now.
Oh. Man, it is tight. Absolute stuff. Follows it up. Look at that on the timer. 1 left. Unreal. That was like a 7-second ace.
I'm appalled that just happened.
That was nasty.
There's no feasible situation where this should happen. He's a 1v4. He's by himself. They know exactly where he is. He gets 1. He gets the 2 right away. He's twice of HP.
He pushes up right before they... Oh, that was just...
Wow.
He had a beautiful lineup for the 1v1, and we're just unlucky that our man from Morocco swung just the right distance on the spike. Then it was a good push onto Silva, just because they both had the same game sense timing. He wasn't aiming for the first one. He was aiming for the second, and that first one was also
And the thing is as soon as they go into overtime and get that timeout slot back, what do? They immediately time out because they're like, okay, we're probably tilted from that.
Yes.
I mean, the Surge just lost a 1v4 for the game. That should have been over in terms of like any scenario you think of. He makes huge play. Great. I'm not going to take anything away from Delete there.
Oh, no.
Played it phenomenally. I mean, if the team gives you, a space, you take that space. Definitely. So great job of capitalizing on that. It takes a lot to even do that. But at this point, you got to take time out and be like, okay, we just got right there for sure. Let's take a breath that, hey, that happens. It does happen. So reset here. What can we do? We know we're pretty good at attacking on this map for Surge, so okay, we're going to attack first. What can we do to attack here? Okay, what can we do to defend here? So, you know, you got one timeout here. We'll see what happens in this round, I think, after the timeout, you know. And overall, both teams are, who wants it more at this point? I mean, both teams are doing a great job of coming back and forth. There was a huge swing from the Inferno, and Surge almost came back, but now it's overtime. And now it's crunch time also. Who wants it more?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can have another moment like Delete, but wow.
Absolutely ridiculous. Good aggression on the defense. Kind of just clean this short out.
You
Not
just
gonna get a
tagged
whole
the
lot.
dog?
I think he did.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
Just in case.
It blinked on it.
It did.
It looks just tagged, so I mean, hey, you learn something new every day.
Good.
Oh,
tag
does get
onto
Neon. That's
SC1.
huge, yeah.
I'm surprised he's not playing up on it, actually.
I think it's because he doesn't know who's mid.
That's true. Mo can be watching this. He's ready for it now. They've watched SC1 move over.
I've also noticed these teams play really slow. Oh, that's huge. He didn't know like he was kind of in that mid vicinity there.
True.
Go, go, go.
I think they could probably go in for this B now. They've done a pretty good job of both that.
Go, go, go.
Just runs past it.
Gotta go.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, he's actually
quite
still
enough.
alive.
Lucky to be.
Okay, cannot use his dash anymore now until he gets 2 kills here. Oh, gets one. That's a huge kill. And TP's away. That's a good job.
Yes.
Why don't play that I'll play that post plan at this point. Or retake, sorry. Delete gets Etsy1 though, that's huge. 4v3. Delete is literally 1 HP.
Yep.
Barry playing a scary corner. They can spam that wall there. So like literally just exactly as I said that they can spam the wall, and he actually does die through the spammable wall. 2v4.
Oh. Swung just far enough.
Gets one.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and you know the Infernos did a good job. I think Zushi had a really a good play there. He got his one from the garage and he TP's out. He's like, we're gonna play a retake here. We have the advantage. Let's play that. He could have stayed there and tried to play for that one extra, but no, he TP'd out. Did a great job there. And just great picks overall. I've noticed now that the game has gotten really close, both teams' attack has really slowed down here, and I think that's good and bad. Obviously, you don't want to just lose when you rush and be like, oh, because then that's usually the most like, well, we should have done this, we could have done this. No, we shouldn't,
Yep.
But I think the biggest thing is the Surge's biggest strength there. It was that Neon playing that unpredictable, and you got that pick mid, but at the same time, having those different angles, allow them to go through. So. Infernos do lead 13-12 here. Had a really great attack half as well. So looking to secure the game now. SC1 playing quite aggressive here.
They are indeed, but they're kind of in between several players here. Watching the 50-50 is going to be
Select goes ready for you.
Yeah, that's just it's hard to push so heavy through mid.
Yeah.
You can sweep from one side to the other. If you have 2 people sweeping from C or from A, it's doable, but one guy in B, that's a risky move.
Oh, dashes through. Great dash. Creates space. TP's out of there.
Definitely
but Slexic is right there with you. Slexic.
Unsafe TP.
Slexic is just turning the brain up this round. He's predicted everything this round. And that's a 4v2 here. Will the Infernos close it out?
They definitely have the upper hand, but
has dart in 3.
Ooh, had the information. Considers it. Takes one in the dark.
Good TP though, he's behind him I think.
Ooh,
yeah,
yep,
great TP.
That's a rough one.
Great
the
TP.
Paranoia TP combo.
Yep, and just like that.
So
wow, what an incredible match. Definitely. I mean, the Infernos were down, I think it was 9-3, the curse, for their defense, but did come in around. I mean, Delete had a 1v4 clutch for them to come back and win the game. I mean,
that's huge.
Just that round just creates so much momentum and stuff. Overall, just great job. Do you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers? Then join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights, and with our featured rumbles, recruiters are taking notice too. It's a great way to score exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. Overall, thank you, Esports Tower, esportstower.com. Check them out. Now, play of the game's got to go to the lead. There's just no way. I mean, his jet was phenomenal. I think he dropped like 30-plus kills that game.
Definitely.
He was the only duelist on his team, especially that second game. He just got so many entries. He dashed. He was not afraid to dash and let his team trade him. A lot of times he just traded himself. He just got that kill. But overall, I think he enabled their attack so much, gave them the confidence that they needed to come back in the game, and just did a phenomenal job, in my opinion.
Yeah, we did. I don't think the top 5 will all be delete, though. I agree with you. The Poe tag is probably got to go to delete. But we saw some excellent plays from a lot of other people, whether that was just clean lineups, whether that was good neon plays.
And it was delete. Yeah, I mean, I will say I want to give a shout out to Tom Buggos here. Him on that Cypher, he tried his best. He did, I think he dropped like 25 kills. Yeah, he dropped like 25 kills this game overall. But like I said, I think delete just had too much of an impact for that player of the game of the series. They had to go delete. I mean, he just played so well both games and made a huge play overall. So the player of the game is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union, who believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like Idaho Central's, helping members achieve financial success. Delete is the Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game, and well-deserved. I mean, just really clutched it out. Like I said, he, overall, the Infernos won as a team. I will say that, make sure they did win as a team. But his 1v4 here just really took the team to the next level, and he really wanted that win. I mean, at the end of the day. Just insane. I mean, getting these kills, 27 HP, just goes in like that. Just crazy to go through the smoke like that and dash out. So, great job. I mean, a fantastic series. I mean, just to go, all 3 games are so close and go so long.
Overtime, but we didn't overtime Greg in the first ones.
Absolutely. And any takeaways from that, Greg? Anything you want to take away or, kind of mention of the series?
Pacing
was
good.
It was great.
Don't feel bad. Comebacks are not only possible, but we see them all the time.
Absolutely.
Take those timeouts. Use the momentum to your advantage. Excellent play tonight.
I'll say we saw some great timeouts. I really enjoyed how methodical each team played. They did a great job. When things weren't going well, they called a timeout. They figured things out, and at the end of the day, it came down to who could adapt more. And it seemed like at the end of the day, Infernos just adapted a little bit more than them. Both teams played very fantastic in this series. I don't think you should be upset about anything like that. You just keep practicing, know what you're capable of, and they did a great job. Surge had a very fantastic week. And overall, we did have an exciting grand finals in our Week 3 Valorant Rumble as the Infernos roared back in their second title of the spring season. The Surge gave them everything they could, as well as we just saw. I mean, it was a fantastic game overall. Next week's going to be a great, see who can kind of come on top there. But make sure to tune in next Monday at 6 p.m. EST to watch our Week 4 Valorant Rumble. We will close out with a top 5 presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time with more than 10 jobs offering $20K bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. So thank you so much for watching today, and have a great night.